You know, you put out this story on Instagram, Rona, I saw that. And it's just so gripping because you've basically just captured from 6 a.m. till 11 different people reaching out, notifications coming of rocket attacks, of a Hamas attack. Is that an artistic representation, or is that really what happened with you and your family, and that's your own phone?
I don't think it's relevant what happened to me and my family because we were the lucky ones, you know? But right now, 7 days, a week later, none of us are the lucky ones. We all share the shame. We all share the grief. We're all in this together. And we all try to support, whether it's the army, whether it's the people who survived the massacred party, the butchered kibbutz. And that's our national ma'amatz, how do you say, the effort. That's the national effort that right now all of Israel is concerned about.
You know, and the one part of this attack that just stands out as being the most depraved is where there are young adults partying at a rave. They're in the desert, they're just having a good time, they're not armed, they're not combatants, furthest from. And they get attacked. Very clearly, the Hamas knew that there was this music festival taking place. They've come in with military precision. They've surrounded that dance party from three sides at the music festival. And they've gone in and attacked people who were just out having a good time and had nothing to do with this conflict.
Yes, they did. Exactly what you said. That's exactly what they did. I don't know if it was... I know one thing. I know they went with clear intention for massacre. They were bloodthirsty. They wanted to hurt people, to humiliate them, to rape them, to butcher them. They did it with joy, and they were proud of what they were doing. And you can see from their videos that that's what they came for, and that's what they're going to pay for. And Israel will win.
How would you define victory? What does, as a young Israeli, not just as an actor, but as a young Israeli who's so furious at what your nation's been through, Rona-lee, Shimon, what does victory look like? What does the end look like to you in this?
I think there are two victories that I would want to see. I want to see all of the hostages back in their homes as fast as possible. I think this should be a global effort from all our friends all around the world. And I want to see Hamas eliminated. That would be a victory for us.
But, you know, I'm very curious, not as a politician, but just as an Israeli, what do you say to those who'd say that, you know, you can't really eliminate the Hamas? It's an ideology. You can eliminate the current leadership of the Hamas, but till the time there is genuine peace, there's a genuine two-state solution, there will be no end to this problem, that Israel also needs to give enough space for there to be a meaningful formation of Palestine. Without that, this problem will keep rearing its head in some form or shape.
No, you are mistaken. This fight has nothing to do with land. It has nothing. The concept is what the Western world does not understand, is that Hamas by any means want to better the lives of Palestinians. The amount of money that they got from the UN, from America, and from Israel to build infrastructure, you know what they could have done in the 18 years that Israel has not been occupied Gaza. You know what they could have done with the amount of money that they got? It could have been a place of heaven, a place of prosperity. They have done none of that. All they did was create machines to kill everyone who is not like them. Make no mistakes, that is the truth, that is the situation.
No, and in fact, I mean, you said...
You know what? When people scream all around the world, free Palestine, what they mean is free Hamas. And Hamas, on October 7th, proved to the world that Hamas is ISIS. And the way America eliminated ISIS, this is how we're going to eliminate Hamas. That's it.
You know, theaters in Israel have gone dark. The country's film and TV industry has shut down operations. So we're seeing a lot of solidarity, even by theater artists, film artists, for what has happened in Israel and for your country's fight back.
Wait, I'm sorry, I didn't understand the
I
question.
was saying that I was reading Israeli media which said theaters in Israel have gone dark and the country's film and TV industry has shut down operations after this attack in a sign of solidarity and support for the IDF, for the nation in its fight back against the Hamas.
Look, I don't believe a lot of people are working. I think this country is traumatized. I think we are all, what we're doing morning to night is, first of all, pray that this is a nightmare that we're going to wake up from, but we understand every single day that this is our new reality. And everybody in Israel, that's all we do morning to night, is to figure out how we can help, what is needed from us, whether it be food or clothes to the people who their houses were burned, to our soldiers, to hug them, to give them strength. And that's what all of Israel is doing right now.
I can understand how emotional and tough a time this is for you. How have you, Rona, been trying to help out your country's cause in this fight back, in whatever little form and shape you and your friends and your family have been contributing? Tell us a bit about that.
I feel like I've been doing what everybody else is doing. I am called from helping get food and supply to the army, to go and talk to the people who survived the atrocities. Hasbara, I'm doing everything, and I will do everything in my power, everything, to help the war effort right now.
You said that Israel has changed forever after the 7th of October. Like, this is like America's 9/11, many people comparing it with that. In your view, what is this new Israel? How is it changed, and how is the new Israel different from the Israel before the 7th of October?
I think the understanding that what we're dealing with is ISIS. I think we are never going to be the same, because up until now, I think we had different views on what we were dealing with, and they had just proven that it's a whole other story.
You know, we've been reading reports of many young Israelis joining the IDF. In fact, one of your crew members, Idan Ahmadi, has actually joined the Israel Defense Forces. So, you know, it's not just playing that role on the screen, but also wanting to contribute with the real war effort that's being waged at this moment.
Yes, definitely. Whoever has been called to the reserves is going to the reserves. Everybody. Fathers, sons, everybody.
Finally, and before I conclude, Rona-lee, Shimon, your message to those watching in India, watching you across the world, as a young Israeli, what's the thing that you want to highlight the most as people look at Israel's response after this Hamas attack?
I want to say from the bottom of my heart, I want to say thank you for standing with Israel, because you need to understand, right now it's a very important period in the history of the world. You're either with the good guys or with the bad guys. And the fact that our longtime friend India is with the good guys in the good side of history, we will never forget this. This is the best thing that you can do for us. Speak for us, speak our truth, speak in our behalf. And that's the one thing I want to ask from you guys. So thank you for broadcasting our stories, and keep doing that. And thank you so much to all my Indian friends.
Rona-lee, Shimon, over the past several minutes, you've captured not just your emotions, but you've also shown our viewers what young Israel is thinking at this moment. Your anger, your frustration, very, very palpable, for joining us at what's been a very, very difficult time, arguably the toughest time in your nation, and for sharing your thoughts. Thank you very much, Nurit. Rona-lee, Shimon, they're one of the key characters, and also the fact that so many women, you know, that's something which is very interesting, because in India, very recently, I must tell you this, Rona, women weren't in combat roles. It's only changing now, and I think the role that you play, Nurit, and the fact that there's so many Nurits in the IDF who are out with the boys, kicking the bad guys, shooting at them, is really so inspirational for people in India, for young girls to say, okay, I want to grow up and be like Noorul?
That's incredible. I'm so happy that that you guys are getting inspiration from this and reaching your dreams through what we've done. So thank you.
And thank you
so
for
much.
joining us. Deeply appreciate your time.